Okay, welcome back then. I'm Tom.
I'm Jack.
And this is the Spartan Podcast. So looking in at our, I think it was fourth pillar now we're on, memory serves, which should hopefully be aerobic base.
Yeah.
I'll let you kick it off, Jack.
Yeah, I think it's worth digging into this aerobic base to understand the relevance, not just to athletes, but to everyday population.
Yeah.
Maybe understand kind of what we mean by this term, aerobic base, because that can sound a little bit sciencey rubbish. But also understand maybe some ideas of how you can develop that aerobic base without having to spend hours slogging your guts out, working on something that you maybe at the moment don't think is important. But hopefully by the end of this, you'll come to understand that everybody needs an aerobic base, or we at least believe that everybody needs an aerobic base.
Yeah, I think it's quite underrated as a pillar of performance.
Yeah, see, I'm nearly 40, so like I've hit that midlife crisis of I need to be fit.
Yeah.
I'm the other side of it.
Yeah, I think this pillar supports everything else.
Yeah.
You can be strong, powerful, but if you gas out, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
If you can't stay in the game with that strength and power, you might as well just sit on the sideline.
We had a massive argument in the office when I worked at Force. Hopefully Jonesy listens to this. So Jonesy was like Matt, Run Strong Academy, was our resident fitness guru. He was the one that was like, run, everyone should do fitness, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And the rest of us were like, yeah, cool, we get it. But we're strength and conditioning coaches, like our foundation is strength. And we had this massive argument about which is more important. Don't get me wrong, we've all kind of grown up and realised, they are probably the main two. And if there's two pillars that support other pillars, it's strength and aerobic base. But when he was saying that, then it just took me back to this, huge argument. And I'm not talking like friendly banter, I'm talking like it was an argument.
Yeah, I could see him sort of holding on to his ideas and beliefs and wouldn't let go.
He is like, and to his credit, he is very much like sticks to his guns and is really deep in his beliefs. And we were digging our heels in as well. It was me and a couple of other boys being like, no, strength is more important. I've grown up a bit now and I realised kind of where Matt was coming from. Yeah. But we'll talk about that today anyway. It just made me laugh.
Okay, why do you think aerobic base sounds boring to athletes?
Whenever we talk about aerobic, anyone that understands training sees aerobic as long distance running. Now, or cycling or swimming or whatever. Those long, slow, repetitive, monotonous sessions, people just find them boring. Your average weekend warrior athletes particularly take part in sports where it's stop-start. It's like lower your shoulder and smash somebody. So that complete opposite of that is that, right, what we're going to do now, we're going to do a 5K run. And you will find that runners, cyclists and swimmers, they enjoy the monotony of it and they can zone out. Our court sports, our team sports athletes, they're taught to not zone out for 80, 90 minutes. So I just think it goes against what a lot of people are wanting from their sport or their training or they've been trained to do. So I think that's why people struggle to really get their head around it. But secondly, if you've ever been unfit and tried to get fit, the first 3 to 5 weeks are horrendous.
Oh, absolutely.
And most people give up by that point.
I bring it back around to myself. Running loads this month. First couple of 5Ks were atrocious. Just couldn't breathe.
And your legs hurt all week, your knees hurt all week, your ankles are sore all week. It takes so much time to adapt to that 3, 4, 5, 6,000 steps that you do all at once at speed. But I think most people get put off before they really start to reap the rewards of aerobic development.
Yeah, and to bring it back around to your buzzword at the moment, digging in. Yeah, you just got to dig in, get through that sort of pain barrier at the start, both mental and physically. To get to the green grass on the other side.
100%. I really want to talk about that digging in, but I'm going to save that.
That's next week.
We're doing that next week, aren't we?
Yeah. Okay, what is the aerobic base then?
For me, it's your underlying aerobic capacity, or what most people will see as their base fitness. How fit are you? Fitness has been branded around the whole strength, fitness, power, bodybuilding community, and it's become fitness coaches, fitness influencers. But boiling it back down to what fitness, are you fit enough to cope with a demand?
It's your engine.
Your engine, yeah. It is your ability to produce repetitive performance, whatever that looks like.
And it's how efficiently your body uses oxygen to produce that energy.
Yeah, that's where that aerobic comes from, with oxygen,
yeah. So big aerobic base, slow fatigue, faster recovery between efforts.
Yeah.
And efforts can be whatever. In the gym, on the field, walking back home from the shop, where you're shopping.
That's one of the things I think that people fail to realise is that if you've got a bigger base, then your tower, your pyramid can be higher. Now, in this case, if you've got a bigger base, it will support your ability to use or develop other types of fitness. You tend to find people who can do a circuit class flat out have normally got a decent aerobic base. They're either swimmers or runners, or they've done a bit of running in the past, or they currently run as well. Those who struggle to really grow and develop using circuit classes normally don't have the aerobic base. They go hand in hand, and your aerobic base, one way of looking at it is it's our first type of fitness. It's the one that we immediately use whenever we extend our activity beyond a couple of seconds. Well, not entirely true, but it's the thing that we lean on when we extend our performance. Obviously, you've got your anaerobic, etc. That is effort of certain amounts and blah, 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 blah. And we could get really scientific about it.
Yeah.
But if you move, you will start to use your aerobic system in conjunction with other systems. And it just allows us to keep fueling performance if we're going to extend performance. And that can be from on-off, HIIT training, or it can be from a long, slow distance run. But the bigger your base, the easier the rest of it's going to be as well.
Yeah, absolutely. We touched on it already, but if you look at why athletes need that strong aerobic base, repeat efforts, whether that's acceleration after acceleration.
Yeah.
Look at contact sports, so a collision after collision.
Yeah.
Making a tackle or getting tackled, hitting the ground and having to get straight back up.
Yeah.
And do that continuously for 40, 80 minutes.
Yeah. And that's exactly where the benefit comes in of having a efficient and effective aerobic system.
Yeah.
You will use your anaerobic without oxygen, just sheer burst to hit somebody, change direction, strike a ball, jump and catch a ball, save a ball. But then in the moments where you rest, you are refueling and restoring that energy using your aerobic system. It is digging into fuel sources and fuel stores to turn them back into energy so that you're ready to go again. If you don't have an efficient aerobic base, you're going to find it harder to recover efficiently between high energy, high effort bouts.
Yeah. And then it's keeping that ability to stay powerful deeper into the match as well, late in game.
Christ, it's been a while since I was on field, probably closer for you, but towards the end of the season, even when your body is battered, you still do feel a little bit fitter and you feel as if you can recover between bouts. Whether you've got the ability to keep attacking is a different story, muscular-wise, joints-wise, etc. But you feel good, like recovery-wise and aerobic-wise, and you're not looking at a game thinking, oh, this is going to end me. You're looking at a game thinking, oh, my joints are sore, my muscles are sore, but my energy feels good,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And to bring in injury reduction as well. Fatigue is going to kill your movement quality.
Yeah.
So if you're not moving as well, you're not able to hit a contact and sort of catch yourself if you fall.
Yeah.
And an element of mental fatigue as well.
Yeah.
If you're tired, you can't get enough oxygen in, your brain's going to suffer, you're going to make poorer decisions.
Yeah. We've all seen it. You've seen that player puffing in the last 5 minutes. And you watch them go in for a tackle, or you watch them try and perform a skill, and it looks cumbersome. And it's not a technical skill lacking. It's a breakdown in their ability to perform that skill because they can't remove the fatigue from the actions before. And that aerobic base is going to support your anaerobic system to perform and recover between bouts.
Yeah, absolutely. So if we look at aerobic base in the gym, then how does that help with strength training?
Your recovery between sets. It's exactly what we mentioned. You're able to output a high level of force because you're strong, you're powerful, you're fast, whatever it is your superpower might be. But if you've got a solid aerobic base or a solid recovery system, you're able to then get back to a position where you can lift well again in the next set. If you're the type of person that's lacking some aerobic base or some fitness, you may find that you need longer rest periods. Now, don't get me wrong, the more you lift and the more you train, the more regular you time your rest periods, the more adapted you'll become. And that may not come hand in hand with a development in your aerobic base. But all you're doing there is challenging your ability to recover between sessions. But if you've got an aerobic base, you can recover between sets, you can recover between reps. So it just helps. It may not have a massive, major impact, but it will definitely help you in the gym in terms of your ability to effectively perform the entire session, but also be quality when you need to be. Right, and Tom, I'm going to flip this back on you now. I know you normally ask the questions and I do all the talking, so I'm going to give it to you this time instead. My third kind of reason for aerobic base being important is the health and longevity element that naturally comes with a good aerobic base, a good aerobic system. What benefits can people get from being aerobically fit from a health perspective, do you think?
My immediate thought is getting a sort of confidence and a buzz from doing something hard. Okay.
Dig in. Here we go.
Dig it in. Because it is hard, and you got to be consistent and do it over a long period of time. Yeah. And as you say, dig in and just get it done.
Yeah.
So you get a sort of self proudness. Mm-hmm. That's the right word. From doing that and achieving it.
Yeah.
It's a big ask on your body, and depending on where you are, it's even a bigger ask in terms of how healthy you are.
When you perform for an extended period of time, there's more opportunities for you to want to give up.
Yeah.
And when you finish an extended period of exercise, you haven't given up.
But it's also, when you break it down, it's easy to do.
Yeah.
When you think, when we think about it.
Yeah.
But to quote Andrew Joy, he gave me this one last week or this week in our meeting.
Yeah.
The easy thing to do is also the easy thing not to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's full of these. I love him.
I love it. And that stuck with me.
Yeah.
That will stick with me for a while.
Yeah.
But yeah, going back to your question now, and obviously you've got like the heart benefits.
Yeah.
Lungs. Heart is obviously your ticker. That's what keeps pumping blood throughout the body. And we can go in deep in the science for that.
Yeah.
No blood, no oxygen.
Yeah.
You're goners.
No nothing.
So if you improve that heart and your lungs and your ability to get more oxygen around, brain improves, muscles improve, everything just gets better, basically.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you?
The system directly connected to our aerobic fitness is our cardiovascular system. It is probably the second most important system in the body. And we are then
I'd agree with that.
Giving that a reason to be better. It was never, ever, ever a bad thing, is it?
No.
Like if you think about now having a stronger heart cardiovascular system for performance, great. More blood, more oxygen where it's needed, more quickly and more efficiently. Fantastic. But longevity-wise, the benefits that can have for us as we age are unreal.
Absolutely. And it's somewhat easier to get it now and then try to keep it as you get older and go through life, than waking up at 50 realizing, I need to do something.
Yeah.
And sort of try and switch it around.
The triathletes always come back to me that you got triathletes who are 60, I think it was, and they've got the muscle mass of 35-year-olds, but they've also got the heart age of a 40-year-old, and they've got the cardiovascular system of a 37-year-old. And it's like, yeah, but that's not because they are triathletes. It's because they always have been triathletes and they've spent that time investing in their health. We'll happily put money away in a bank account to save for a holiday or a retirement fund, but we won't think about like, will I actually be able to enjoy that holiday when I'm older?
Yeah.
And I know I'm nearly 40, I've got 3 kids, I'm harping on about growing old, but it can benefit you now from a performance standpoint, but it's also going to benefit you when you're older. How many ex-players have you seen still able to run 10, 15, 20K when they finished because they had that time working on those pillars, developing these pillars during their elite careers, and that has then benefited them when they're older.
Absolutely. Like, it is ultimately a long-term investment, but there's definitely short-term benefits to it.
Yeah. Well, this is it. So I think that's where the fitness community has gone. It's gone for short-term bang for buck, circuit classes, HIIT classes, CrossFit, high rocks, things that make you sweat and hurt now.
Yeah.
Things that you can develop at relatively quickly. Now, the added benefit of those, and I'm normally the one that's telling everyone that they're rubbish, but the added benefit of those is that they do develop a good aerobic base. Ultimately, eventually, you can do things that are more efficient and more effective for your aerobic base. But if you are doing anything that is tough for an extended period of time, you're gonna impact that aerobic base somehow.
Yeah.
So ultimately, don't just think of aerobic training as I gotta go out for a 5K run. Do something that is pretty damn hard for an extended period of time. You're probably in the right direction.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll add to that. I think it's important for you to find something that you enjoy.
Oh God, yeah.
Or not dislike.
Yeah.
Because you want to build that consistency, that long-term effect. You've got to be willing to do it when you don't want to.
And there's no harm doing what you're good at. I am not a good swimmer. I've always been a good runner.
Yeah.
All right? I run. I am probably not a great cyclist, so I don't cycle, but I run because I'm pretty good at it. Do I enjoy it? Yeah, I enjoy a chin wag on a Saturday morning. Do I enjoy a high-end tempo threshold run? Absolutely not. But I'm pretty good at it because of my previous history. So that's what I do. Like, just because you enjoy something and you're good at it, we've been taught to believe that that's wrong. We shouldn't do that. If you're good at it, you enjoy it, and it's good for you, then why not? Get on with it.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so we've told people benefits, why you should do it.
Yeah.
We should probably tell them how to go about doing it, maybe, and dive into the science a little bit.
Yeah, it's a good thing. I think we talked about it a little bit, didn't we? Just then. We went down that route of an extended period of time. Now, the old school, tried and true, proven method is to hold a pace at something for an extended period of time.
Yeah, you mentioned it then, have a chin wag.
Yeah.
So sort of conversational pace.
Yeah.
In that.
Especially if you're someone just getting into it, either for the first time or after a long period of time, go with somebody and just run, cycle, can't talk underwater, get on the bike in the gym, get on the cross trainer, and just do something that is quicker than normal life, but doesn't have to be beyond conversational pace. If you can hold a conversation you're probably on a decent peg. What else we got? How else can we do it? What's your go-to? Someone says to you, I want to get fitter. What you, and they're like, I'll do anything. What is it?
Good question. Where to start with that? I mean, science-wise, probably just go look at zone 2 stuff.
Yeah.
Which is basically what we talked about.
Yeah.
Couch to 5K is not bad. Bad route, it's pretty good. It's all on the app, sorted, done for you.
Yeah.
It's quite an easy build-up.
Yeah.
There's not much of a buy in there.
And I think that the beauty of that couch to 5K is you are told what to do while you are running.
Yeah.
So there isn't much thought, which means not dissimilar to what Joy alluded to. If there's more thought involved, then there's more chance of you screwing it up.
Yeah.
If you can just go, close your eyes and go, you got less chance of screwing up. Yeah, I like that. I mean, once you've got athletes that have got a fitness level, I love some tempo stuff. Complete a distance in a certain amount of time, or here's an amount of time. How much distance can you get with a short rest period? 1-to-1s, 2-to-1s, whatever. I mean, there's a million ways to skin a cat.
Yeah.
Now, this is where the nuance in this is where you need people who can coach, and you need some pretty good coaches to understand what it is that you've got, but also what you need. And that's where hopefully people like us can come in and say, okay, yes, you can do 5K in 30 minutes. All right, cool. You can complete a distance in a time. What do we need to do next?
Yeah.
And that's where that conversation comes back with our athletes to really understand where they're going before we can just pick what we want to do.
Yeah. And I think if you're listening to this and you've got an injury, for example, that's not an automatic excuse not to be doing this. If anything, that's giving you more time to get it done. You know, there's plenty of off-feet stuff you can do.
You've been speaking to the coaches this week.
No.
This is teenage athletes through and through. I'm injured, I'll go home. No. You've broken your hand, pal. You play football.
Yeah, crack on.
Yeah.
But yeah, you got bike, row, skier.
Yeah.
Assault bike.
Especially with the amount of kit you can get your hands on these days. Yeah. There's no way you can't do some kind of fitness element. I like that. I'm a big fan of this aerobic based stuff. I just think that people can benefit from it really simply. The determination, the planning, the organization, the resilience that you get from developing an aerobic base can be transferred to other areas. And you find people who are aerobic athletes, they're pretty good at digging in. So if you can transfer that across to other areas in the gym, we're going to talk about that next week in terms of mindset and mentality. But that really helps transfer across and be able to dig in elsewhere. I think I've said my quote there for today.
Yes, absolutely. Right, so let's wrap it up then. What is aerobic base? The foundation for performance.
Fitness in a key.
Yeah, basically. Helps you recover faster, repeat efforts, avoid any sort of fatigue injuries as well. Yeah. So I think it's the pillar that athletes, maybe just people in general, sort of tend to ignore, but probably often the missing link.
I think they ignore it because they either think they've got it or it's too time consuming, too hard. But I think you're right. It very often can be the one thing that holds people back.
Yeah. So thanks for listening. Again, share, like, comment, follow. And next week, we're going to look at mindset.
Dig in.
AKA
big time.
Digging in.
Yeah.